beginner full body workout. Today's goals are to build muscle and shed fat. We've got 6 exercises alternating between upper and lower body for one full sequence at 30 seconds per move with 10 seconds in between to prepare for that next exercise. We're going to go for 2 rounds total for a quick fat burning, strength training 20-minute workout. We're going to get this workout started with a nice little warm-up, activating all the muscles throughout the body, getting us nice and limber and elevating that heart rate a little bit so we're prepared for the work ahead of us. We're going to start here with neck rolls. After you switch directions, we're going to move on to arm circles, going forward and back for these as well to engage the upper back, chest, and shoulders. Next, we have a core twist. We're going to perform this move by bringing the left elbow to the right knee and the right elbow to the left knee, engaging that core and getting those legs warm as well. Next, we have hip circles. We're going to open up our hip flexors here. Make sure to go in both directions. Next, we've got alternating toe taps. We're going to bring that left hand to the right toe and the right hand to the left toe. Getting your hamstrings warm, low back, and your core. High knees, going to get that heart rate going and continuing to warm up those legs and the arms. And last but not least, jumping jacks to get the whole body ready. Great, let's get started. All right, we're gonna get started with our first movement. We have squats for 30 seconds. Make sure those feet are at least shoulder width apart. Push through your heels throughout the movement and pretend like you're sitting back in a chair. Keep that chest up and take nice deep breaths. Awesome. Moving on, we've got push-ups. Moving to an upper body exercise. You'll notice that I'm taking mine from my knees. There's nothing wrong with doing push-ups from your knees. If anything, it's going to ensure that you are more likely to keep proper form throughout the movement, and you're still going to be working your chest, upper back, and shoulders. Make sure to engage that core, keeping your body in a straight line as you lower down to the floor. Solid work. Let's move on to hip thrusters. Make sure, again, you're pushing that weight in your heels as you slowly raise your hips up off of the floor, getting the glutes nice and high, holding just for a fraction of a second at the top, and slowly lowering back down. Make sure you squeeze that booty at the top. Nice. Next move, we're going to roll over into a high plank, holding the core nice and tight, activating the glutes by squeezing the booty nice and tight so we keep a straight line with our body. It's good to look down or just a couple feet in front of you to keep from straining your neck. Next, we've got static reverse lunges. You can start with either the left leg or the right leg. When you step back, you want to think about creating a 90-degree angle with both legs when you're at your lowest point in the lunge, keeping that chest up. And you can use those arms for a little extra momentum. Nice steady breathing. Awesome, let's switch to the other side.
Layered music.
Solid. And our last move here, we have shoulder taps. I also like to take these from my knees. If you don't have a lot of core stability, starting on your toes might be a little too challenging, so no problem with starting these on your knees. This is another one of those movements that is incorporating your core, your abs, so make sure that you're squeezing those abs nice and tight while you're tapping the alternate shoulder with the alternate hand. And get ready for a 60-second break.
Layered music.
On to our second and final set, starting with squats. Remember, we're pushing through the heels, keeping weight in the heels throughout the movement from top to bottom. And you want to look down and make sure that you're keeping your knees behind your toes. Push-ups. You want to make sure when you place your hands down on the mat that they are directly beneath your shoulders so that it forms a straight line from the hand to the top of your shoulder. And you want to keep those elbows in nice and tight. Almost grazing your waist as you lower your body down. Got another lower body move next, moving on to the hip thrusters. You'll notice that I have my feet flat on the ground. You have two options actually. You can also just have your heels on the ground with your toes pointing upwards. That sometimes can allow you to get a little extra leverage so you can get a little bit higher in that hip thrust, but it's really whatever position you feel most comfortable with. Next one, we've got the 30-second high plank. Just like in the push-up, you want to make sure that your hands are placed directly beneath your shoulders so you're not too far forward or you're not too far back. And if you find this is too challenging, you are more than welcome to take this second round on your knees for the high plank. You'll still be engaging your core and your shoulders. The next move is the stable reverse lunge. If you started with your left leg on the first round, it'd be a good idea to start with your right leg on the second round. The reason being, both of your legs are involved when you perform a lunge. So we want to make sure that we're working our body evenly throughout this workout so that we develop our muscles
Layered music.
evenly. Be sure that you are keeping that chest up. A regression for this move, if it's too challenging, you're welcome to hold on to something when you perform your lunge. And if it's actually too easy for you, a progression would be to perform walking lunges. Next, we have our shoulder taps. Same hand placement directly beneath the shoulders, squeezing the glutes and your abs to make sure that your body is forming a pretty straight line, and also make sure that your body is not rocking too much throughout this movement. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can do this from your toes. If you're not there yet, don't worry, you'll get there. Awesome job, guys. Let's move on to the cool down. On to our cool down. We're just going to give our heart rate an opportunity to get back in a resting zone, and we're going to stretch some of those muscles that we just worked on. I like to start with toe touches, hinging at the hips or bending at the waist. You want to keep your knees soft, reaching those hands down to your toes as far as you can go. Next, I like to do a long static forward lunge. It's a nice deep stretch you can feel in your hamstrings, your quads, calves, and your glutes. And again, we want to train the body evenly, so we want to make sure to do this for both sides. I like to call these hugs. Next, we have a nice deep shoulder stretch. I like to look over the shoulder of the arm that I'm holding. It's also going to give you a little neck stretch. Next move is a tricep stretch, where we're taking that arm up behind the head and holding at the elbow, stretching out the back of the arm and a little bit of the chest as well. One is the low squat hold. Some like to call this a frog squat. This one feels incredible on those hip flexors and also the glutes, which we worked out pretty hard today. So stay low in this position as long as you like. I do like to shift side to side a little bit, but that's really up to you. You can stay in one place if you feel more comfortable there. Woo! Awesome job.
Thanks for joining me, guys. If you're looking for more exercise content, I've got full body workouts coming your way pretty soon. Feel free to check out formfitnessco.com and don't forget to subscribe. I've also got one-on-one sessions and awesome nutrition guidance, so stay tuned.